Hey everyone, welcome to part 5 of Minotaur Hunter of Chei. I'm Ultraviolent 4. We've got a couple of more levels of dungeon to do, D14 and 15, and then we'll be going for our first rune, which in this case should be the Snake Pit. In my scramble to try to get this whole playthrough recorded before the tournament starts, it got me thinking that actually the same situation happened a year ago where I was playing a Kobold Hunter. So, well, the tournaments aren't exactly lined up, so not exactly a year, but pretty close. And actually, a similar thing happened recently. So the first time I played a mummy necromancer, I'd just gone away on a trip with some friends for the weekend. And then we did the same trip at roughly the same time this year, and it was during the middle of the mummy playthrough. So it seems more or less that I'm on about a 1 year rotation, which I thought was pretty interesting. Anyway, enough of that rambling. Where we've started training translocations to try to get blink up. But then we're trying to get our shield to its delay being gone, and then we're just doing fighting and throwing. Fortunately, we have started to find some more throwing implements. We've got 5 javelins of returning and 25 tomahawks, so that's quite nice. We also last episode found the shield of resistance, which is an amazing pickup too. So yeah, maybe one day we'll get the Sword of Zonguldrok, but it's 2,400 gold, so I kind of doubt it. But let's keep going. I'm going to quiver our stones so that we're not... never mind, change my mind. Deep Elf Mage is quite scary, so I'm going to switch to our more damaging, or one of, implements. But for regular enemies, I just want to use stones, because I don't want to waste our good ones. And then we'll hit things with Snakebite if they get into melee range. And they're susceptible. We have too much stuff. I'm going to drop the enchant armor scroll. We'll walk around and pick them all up if we need them. That was some excellent auto-exploring. We were 2 tiles away from the chunks. We walked all the way down here, picked up all the stones, and then went back again. That's great. This pressure plate is probably the crazy unfair spider thing. The only pressure plates I know about, the ones that are near stairs so that a grate comes down, or in the open where you get spiders. Spriggan. See, this is probably a shapeshifter. I talked about this before, where when your enemies like this don't have weapons, although Spriggans normally... Okay, I was right. I feel like Spriggans that usually spawn mostly have bucklers. So yeah, as soon as I saw that Spriggan without anything, my spidey senses tingled. These guys have... that's the flaw. They're resistant to poison, so I'm better off with probably the Dagger of Alek. Okay. I'm going to hit a Temporal Distortion. Because that slides things through time, you can actually use it potentially to make slime creatures unjoin. I'm going to go again. They actually joined. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Unjoin. Okay, that's better. Still getting dangerous though. How much damage can these guys do? 22. So these guys can't kill us here. Yet. Oh, they don't see... Wait, they do see... They don't see invits. Okay, so the regular red ones... Sorry, the slimes... The red ones do, but the slime creatures don't? I should have gone invis earlier. Missed. Oh, failed, I mean. Ah, there we go. Okay, we got it. We have 6 heal wounds. Okay, if we take another shot, I'll heal wounds. 46, can they kill us? 22 each, no. Okay, well, we're okay. Oh, that was fun. That's an example of Chei making things hard. Because normally if they joined up into all those big groups, you just walk away. But we don't get to, hey, a digging wand. Nice. This Orc Wizard has a Dagger of Elec as well. Might be an upgrade. Not Curare. Oh, Dagger of Flaming? Was there another one? Oh yeah, there. Let's test this one. It's also +2. Alright, well we'll upgrade. We'll take the newer model. Potions or Amulet? I'm not in a hurry for Amulet, so we'll go Potions. There's our mutation. Same thing again with this one. Flight. And another one. Alright, Vampire Mosquitoes. They're quite fast, so you can blow all of those up easily with a Sludge if need be. I'm going to wait here so that the Centaur Warrior walks to us rather than kill the Vampire Mosquito and then it could shoot us. Good. Let's go Potions again, Ambrosia. Random Shining 1 Volt. We see a Hog here that tells us almost certainly that we're going to fight Kirky. We have max MR, which is the main thing you're worried about from her. I guess going Invis is kind of annoying. We're going to have to see Invis. Does Kirky haste herself? No, but she slows you. Okay. Similar. Does she see Invis? I think so. Yeah, she does. Okay. So us going Invis doesn't help us against her. Although it might, because the pigs can't see Invis, and if she makes a monstrous menagerie, I like how I know she's there. We can see the outline, but the game's telling us that I'm examining the floor. That is disingenuous, game. But if she does monstrous menagerie, a lot of those monsters won't see Invis. Sphinx will, right? Yeah, okay. And while that can't paralyze us or anything, it can still smite us. I think this is getting a bit out of hand. I'm going to teleport away. Okay. Well, this works, I guess. We're Invis, so we're going to get stabs off. It's a swamp dragon. Interesting. Let's wield the whip snake bite so that we have our poison. And it turns out we're only wearing one ring. How about we put our poison ring on? There we go. That's better. Okay, it was a shapeshifter too. Oh yeah, speaking of manticores, we probably could go back to D6 now. We will soon. I nearly got a stab. I reckon these are all going to be shapeshifters. I was wrong. Alright, Manticore again. Right, our auto pickup's off because of Kirky. Okay. Well, if we could curare her and get her alone and non-invis, we could easily fight her. Alright, there we go. Now I feel good about this. Let's quiver javelins. That was curare again. Wrong one. Okay, good. I'm doing my javelins. It's a lot to keep track of as a throwing guy. That's a wizard. We've got max MR, so I'm not afraid. Although invis does mean lightning bolts, I think. Lightning bolts and banishment. Banishment we don't care about, but lightning bolt we kind of do. We don't have Arlek. Killed him anyway. It's fine. Not Curare. Ogre Mage is not too big a deal unless he has Crystal Spear. He's got Lightning Bolt. I don't really want to get double zapped by Lightning Bolts either. No, this is okay. He's especially not going to Lightning Bolt now because we have another Ogre behind us. So he's not going to want to hit his friend. The enemies haven't mastered how to do dot to shoot at a particular tile. Electric Eels. I'm going to hit him with the Wand of Flame. Alright. I'm getting kind of brave. You could probably characterize that as cocky, but I've started running in towards enemies. I probably shouldn't do that. Let's go our +2 Dagger Velek. We just fight the Skeletal Warrior. Remember that we don't have any short blades training, so yeah. We're just using a Dagger Velek with 0 training. Shows you how OP the Elect brand is. To be fair, our whip is also 0 training, but that's an artifact with Curare. So that shouldn't be too surprising. That's really strong. Translocations to 4. Blinks at 24%. We set a skill target for 5. I think that might be okay considering our shield penalty is going to keep dropping. Maybe we'll need to go to 6. Got 23 intelligence. It's not bad for a Minotaur. Right. None of our things do anything to a gargoyle. We need to throw stuff. Wrong one. There we go. That is an Etten. I want to Curare him. We can also go Invis against him, which is probably the play. Alright, and then I think we can fight him. If he... Whoa, okay. Oh, wait! The Deep Elf Knight just KO'd the Etten. Okay, so we whacked the Etten, but then the Deep Elf, with no regard for Etten life, just decided to stone arrow him. It was a mercy killing. He could see that Etten was dying to poison, so rather than let him die a slow, painful death, he just decided to put him down. That is ruthless. I mean, compassionate, but ruthless. Do we have any RF? Yeah, we have heaps of RF. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I'm using Curare against these enemies. It doesn't do anything to either of them. That was probably an enemy where if I had just used a Temporal Distortion, I could have walked the Cyclops to us and not worried about his ranged large rocks, but I don't know. Not really afraid of a Cyclops at this point. Especially when we're just walking towards him with an Amulet of the Acrobat. We've got so much evasion. It's kind of clowny. 31. That's our D15 done. Let's go explore D6. Find what other wonders are on that floor. Okay, so we know there's a Manticore. We're not really afraid of a Manticore anymore. Apparently we should be afraid of Orc Priests though. We're gonna ignore the enchant weapon scrolls. Are we? No, I think we should just enchant our blowgun. We're saying that maybe, I mean we'll probably never get there, but maybe we want to get the Sword of Zongul drop, in which case we don't really care about enchant weapon scrolls because it's already +9. I don't know. The next time I see an enchant weapon scroll, I'll make it a +9 blowgun, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. There were more Wand of Cloud charges on this floor. And where is the Manticore? Shift X Control F forgets the floor. There he is. Shift X Control U undoes that. I want to say, was there a unique on one of these floors that we left as well? I feel like we skipped something. No, I made it up. Alright, so it's time to go get our first rune then. Which is going to be the Snake Pit. I guess we keep using poison resistance as a ring. While we can switch to Snake Bite to get the R poison, Curare is not going to do anything against the Nagas. Yeah, okay, this should be fun. I mentioned it before, but the Snake Pit is pretty bad for a Chei follower. You can't slouch stuff because, well, the snakes are fast, but the Nagas, who are probably the more dangerous things, you can't slouch them. Although shock serpents are fast, they get slouched. That one's good. And then you get absolutely wrecked by Naga sharpshooters. Very hard to temporal distortion them to. Very hard to move because they'll just shoot you to pieces and then you can't slouch them. So they're really dangerous. At least our character can retaliate by throwing things at them, which is nice. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I'll keep my blowgun out just in case we do see shock serpents. We can curare them. Alright, these are regular black mambas. All of these guys could get slouched. That would work pretty well. I'm going to swap out Snakebite and Dagger of Elect between A and B because I think by default we're probably going to want to fight more things with the Elect Dagger. There's a lot of up poison in here. There's a Dagger of Venom. No, we don't care about that. Let's check our shopping list. We could go buy +5 evasion or +3 slaying. But then we'd lose the R poison ring. I don't know. I think I'm okay keeping R poison. Quick check, there aren't any magical plate armors lying around. There aren't. Here's a Guardian Serpent who did not see us, which is nice. It would be good if we could fight this stuff without getting completely surrounded by the Guardian Serpent. I'm going to bend time them or slow them down because we're getting pretty wrecked here. We might need to step from time actually. Yeah, we're getting constricted like crazy. Alright, let's step from time. Situation is crazy enough. This Naga warrior is constricting us. They're really tanky, so it's probably going to take us a while to kill it. And while we're doing that, it's constricting us. We know there's a Guardian Serpent around. Basically, I don't want to mess with this. We can potentially blink with 17% chance, but blinking is only a chance to break constriction, and maybe we'll go this way. So let's just step from time. Make the safer play. All that stuff disappears. Let's go hide in the corner over here. The Nagas, the warriors over there. I'm going to dig the other way, kind of hide out. Interestingly, this is the corner of the map. Not that interesting if you actually look at the mini map. It's kind of obvious that we're at the top. Anyway, so we make the safe play. We get to live. Let's fight the Guardian Serpent. They're fast. You can slash them when you're starving. But yeah, Serpentine, really good ability. I sometimes see players with Chei and they don't prioritize invocations at all. They kind of just think, yeah, I'll get around to Step from Time later. But it's such a good escape, as you saw there. I think you should be trying to get it as quickly as you can. Maybe not ASAP, but fairly quickly. Wrong one. Was that a shock serpent? Yes, it was. Are we up against the wall? Yes, we are. Don't want to get double zapped. Let's try to Curare him. Yep. Missed. Missed. Alright, and let's throw our most damaging thing, which is the javelin. And again. One more. Okay, good. Man, that was scary. Look at that. Shock serpents are nuts. Just like, you can't even 1v1 them. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, you can sit there if you want. I'll just wait for you to die to poison. I just block every one of your arrows with my shield. Look at that. Whole row of green. Whole column, rather. Translocations to 5. Blink's at 14. I think once shield gets to 15, Blink will probably be okay. I'll check it then, and then maybe we'll think about other stuff. Okay, so I've talked about lots of different things I want to train. It'll also be good just to train more armor and dodging. They're both at 8, but we have a lot of returns we can still get out of those, especially with our stats that we have. With 27 dexterity, we're going to get a lot of dodging, a lot of evasion out of training dodging. There we go. I'd also quite like to train evocations, and I've talked about training stealth. I don't know, stealth is less of a priority, but it's pretty good. Where's our evocations list? We've got 9 cloud charges, 12 acid, a bunch of evocables. Yeah, I think we should train more evocations. Let's take it to maybe 8. And once we get shields to 15, we'll turn armor and dodging back on. That's a lot of stuff. Fortunately, we've got a good natural hallway here, so we can force them into a choke point. Shields to 14. Blinks also at 14. Alright, I should be throwing stones. I'm getting kind of lazy. That time we got a stab. So we don't even need stealth training. Alright, so we've got more things to buy, it turns out. What's in this shop? Nothing too exciting in this one. This one has a wand of paralysis, a wand of enslavement, and a box of base. All those things are fantastic with evocations training. Even the wand of ice blast, although less so that. Another shop. Ooh. Okay, so this ring here has the plus invis that we've been using, And then it has AC +4, Int +3, and C invis. That's a great ring. We really need more gold. We need wands of scrolls of acquirement stat. Get me gold. Which also reminds me, I talked about maybe taking this armor off because going invis isn't so useful here in Snake Pit. But there isn't really any other armor. Armor and magical. I think that's how you do it. No. Glowing? Yeah, okay. So there's a glowing chainmail. I wonder if that's actually how you're meant to do that. No, it's not, because we didn't get the fire resistance. Okay, so the best chainmail is a +1, and I think there are no good plate armors. Except for the one in the shop. Okay, so it's a moot point anyway. Or because we're playing a Minotaur, maybe it's a moot point. Because a cow's opinion doesn't matter. If you didn't recognize that one. Anyway, it's a moot point, so we may as well just stick to this chainmail. We have a File of Floods. I haven't used it yet, but we do have one. These Naga warriors are destroying us. I think I should, again, bend time against them to slow them. And when we get constricted, I think it's not a bad thing to try to step out of constriction. Even though we're slow, the Naga warrior is slow too. And as we step back, we've got our 31 evasion. I feel like I also should be doing animate skeleton. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's get blinked on. That's okay. They were all regular ones. Okay. Did I kill that one? No. Didn't think so. This Naga warrior is a hide and seek champion. Twice there, it stepped out of view so that I couldn't throw stuff at it. Go away! Too many Naga warriors. I slowed him. Wow, he's really slow when he's slowed. I can actually kite him as a Chei character, I think. A shiny Naga barding. That's not something you see every day. Alright, so we found our own wand of enslavement. I'm gonna get rid of the... No, I'll keep it in the shopping list, but I think that means very unlikely to buy the wand of enslavement that's for sale now that we found one. And it just occurred to me that this is 2 games in a row where I've trained evocations. Am I a changed player? I think I'm reformed. We just found Passage of Galubria, which is pretty good for Chei. Gives us an escape that we wouldn't otherwise have. I feel like it's worth just memorizing. Even though it's a high failure rate at the moment with 65%, we could always quaff a brilliance if we really, really, really needed to passage. That was stones right there. Can we just not? No, we can probably kill him if we get ready. So I'm gonna yell. We hear the angry hiss. Here it comes. Alright, we curate it. Now let's go javelins. Alright, that time, that was much easier. Why can't we pick stuff up? Because we got a wand of enslavement. Alright, new plan. Well, I think let's just drop polymorph. How about that? Now that we have a hex wand with enslavement, we probably don't need polymorph. This is just a rune door. As far as I can tell, this isn't a ghost vault, because normally ghost vaults you can see into. I'm kind of tempted to do it, because, I don't know, the allure of stacks of gold is calling to me. Oh god, I get super punished. It's interesting how that happens. So watch, if I have the blowgun quivered, and I decide, hey, instead I want to quiver stones to throw them, the next time I change back to the blowgun, it assumes that I want the needles again, which is probably correct most of the time, but it's interesting. Orc warriors in snake pits. Alright, Saint Roka, here we go. You can't see invis. Well, that was just one random orc? That doesn't seem right. Did we already fight Saint Roka this game? I don't think so. Agnes, who immediately gets on top of us and starts destroying us with a Lajatang of Pain. Alright, so she's really nasty. She's really fast, especially if she has a nastily branded Lajatang. Lajatang of Pain is probably not the worst because we have RN. But the best way to get her is just to slouch her. She's a Spriggan, she's super fast. So that's just going to wreck her in 2 shots. Sorry, Agnes. I feel like I should be testing staves. In case we find a wizardry one. How about we drop Demon Trident and Flaming? It was cold? Okay. You know what we're after. Yeah. I certainly would prefer not to use the Demon Trident, I think. Although, if we do find a brand weapon scroll, I'm going to want... Alright, if we find an unknown scroll, we'll just come back and get the Demon Trident before we read it. How about that? More orcs. This has to be Saint Roka. Yeah, it has to be. It's like a trail of orc warriors leading to Roka himself. He doesn't see invis. Apparently he's not here. Shift X Control F. Yeah, there he is. I'm certain Saint Roka is going to be around. So I'm going to go invis. We're going to hit him with the curare. He's got some sort of a buckler. Right? Oh no, that's just his tile. Oh no, that's his book. Okay, never mind. Like, I don't recognize that buckler tile. Alright, so he's being curated. Now let's throw some javelins. I guess javelins are returning. He's a tanky lad. We'll go snake bite, so we'll curate him more. He's gonna die to the poison. Although I'd like that to happen before we stop being invis. Alright, we're back in view. He's really poisoned. I hope that by the time he gets to us, he's dead. Nope. He's about to be. Good. And he had a shiny plate armor, so let's test that out. +4 magic resistance. Not that we need magic resistance, but I feel like the extra AC is probably worth it in here. Our blink goes up to 21% failure though. I still feel like it's worth it. Alright. We're gonna drop this chainmail. It seems kind of funny that we use the invis to kill Saint Roka, and then immediately I'm kind of saying there's no point going invis in snake. Damn it. Alright. Stop evocations. Let's go more translocations. Let's take that to maybe 8, 7, 8. I'm thinking that we also have Passage of Galubria, so translocations training won't be totally wasted here. Well, let's say 7, and we'll also train some spellcasting to maybe 3. It's a -4 aptitude. It hurts so much to train. I don't know if that's worth Is it worth? I would love to have blink available. I mean, 21% chance to fail isn't that bad. Let's go translocations to 6. Spellcasting to 3. It'll help out. And then once we finish Snake, we won't be in... I'll maybe go back to the chainmail. I will. I want to be able to go invis in Shores. But then we have a ring that does it. That's a really good ring too. It's probably a better ring than having Zongeldrock too. Because it's... we don't have any C invis. It's AC plus 4. And then extra int will help us cast as well. Alright, I've convinced myself. We're probably going to stay in plate armor then. Alright, so this could be a total blunder. If it is, we can teleport away, and or we can step from time. Let's quiver our javelins, regular ones. Maybe, actually, no, I'm going to quiver the blowgun and have Curare ready, just in case. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, this isn't so bad because these are all really fast. But I want to say I called it. Look, piles of gold. I knew. I could tell. My gold sensors were tingling. But why I'm saying oh no is because none of these snakes can see invis. So the second that I took that invis armor off, this happened. But it's okay. We can slash them all. Look at that. Bam. We hit slash twice. Whole screen dies. Look at all this gold. Is this putting us in Zongeldrock territory? Not quite, but almost. Well, not quite, almost. It's 2,400. But this experience has just told me that I think I really want to be able to go invis with that ring. So I'm going to go buy it. It's a really, really good ring. We get trapped here. Fortunately, it's only a alarm trap, but that could have been a shaft and utterly destroyed us. And this was a fully explored floor. So this here is another example and reminder of how optimal trap avoidance behavior would avoid things like this. Because we've done this whole floor. We would be able to stay on our red carpet going from this stair to the exit, and we would have avoided this trap here. Not exit, we're going to the shop, but all the same, we would have been able to go anywhere on the floor. The Ring of Vorgif. Very good ring. And I put that on Z, which is normally, I put my C invis ring on Z. That's why. I think I'd still rather have poison resistance, but it means that we can very easily switch to the invis ring and go invis should the situation call for it. On to Snake 3. Aside from that time where we had to step from time and the first Shock Serpent, Snake hasn't been too bad. In before we meet, what's the Naga called? What's her name? Vashnir, that's the one. This Shock Serpent's horrible because we're up against the wall, so he can double zap us. Enslavement chance, 46%. Got him. Alright, now if we could make him fight stuff. Okay, there's nothing to fight. I'll just tell him to retreat away. There's really nothing to fight. Alright, well let's get ready. He's no longer charmed. Let's get our Curare ready to fight. Now that we're not against the wall where we can be double zapped and he's further away, I feel safer about this. Alright. Quiver our javelins. Get it in one. Another benefit of taking that other chainmail off is that we got 3 extra strength. So we're throwing with lots of strength. Such that our stones actually kill stuff. Look at that. Can we kill a Naga warrior with stones? I don't want to try anymore because that's a Guardian Serpent. We should use some real throwing implement. break the constriction. Yeah, that seems to be the play. They're much less scary when I do that. Not Curare, because I know we're about to fight the Guardian Serpent. There's a Nagaraja who fortunately didn't see us, but we're going to want to have Javelins out for that fight. He has a Flail of Distortion. This is terrifying then. Alright, so we need to kill him before he gets on top of us to send us to the Abyss. Fortunately, we have Evocations training. That actually seems like a really high roll. With only 5.8 training, I feel like you normally don't get 2 water elementals. But that's amazing. I wonder if... Okay, I was going to say, I wonder if they could kill it. But no. I think he just... He killed one. What if we just throw javelins? Okay, that worked. Okay, that went really well. Shields hit 15. That's our point, and then yeah, blink is back to 14% to fail. So I think this is okay. Once we got translocations to 6 and a bit more spellcasting, it should be more or less alright. And I'm gonna turn on. I'm gonna wait. Once that happens, we'll turn on armor and dodging again, and maybe even evocations. Yeah, probably. The water elemental is blocking us. Wow, that was really sucky. Okay, it's right on top of us. Well, we one-shot them with javelins before. How about I throw a javelin? Javelin returning. Okay, that worked. I was thinking we always have step from time, but more importantly, because shock serpents are fast, I could probably finish it off with a slouch if I had to. I think we lost one of our regular javelins. No, we still got 5. Okay, I thought we marched one. Apparently not. Scroll of Fear. The glimpse of it that I got, I thought it was a acquirement scroll. I don't think we care about an Amulet of Regen. I feel like we normally would, on most normal characters, I'd take in Amulet of Regen almost always over Amulet of the Acrobat. But I honestly feel like Amulet of the Acrobat is quite useful on this character. Alright, 2 Black Mambas and a Short Serpent. This time I'm going to slouch. And he's nearly dead. So one more Javelin will probably end him. It did. I feel like we got a bit of value there because not only were we getting the Shock Serpent, we were also going to get the snakes. This might be another slouch moment. No, it's okay. As soon as we get the Anaconda, I'm not afraid of Black Mambas. Random Orc. I feel like he was probably part of Saint Roka's crew and then he got shafted because why is he on Snake 3? Wrong one. Stone's OP. Alright, here's our first Naga Sharpshooter. So we gotta pull out our big guns, which are javelins. Okay, we just crush it. We win the range battle comfortably. I talked up Naga Sharpshooters and then I did that. What have we got here? A +2 plate armor of poison resistance. Huh. Well, this would allow us to get rid of the poison resistance ring. Oh, it's 629 gold though. There's so many good things to buy. I really would like the Sword of Zongle drop because it would be clowny as hell. You're gonna do this to me, game? I think we're fine. Snake's been okay, so I'm just gonna hold off from buying that. If we had infinite gold though, I would buy that plate armor, poison resistance, such that we could wear the Ring of Vorjif. Get stoned, fools. They're actually just killing even these Naga mages. Throwing stones. Who knew? Alright, well, we're never running out of ammo if we can kill everything with stones. What do we get? Sting, Poisonous Vapors, Ogreb's, Venom Bolt. I'm not going to learn any of those. I do love Ogreb's as a generally applicable spell, but our Minotaur aptitudes are so bad that I'm not going to bother. And we didn't get the Spider's Nest where Ogreb's really shines. Well, we found Vash now. Do we just leave Snake 4 and never come back? Maybe. She's super nasty. She's scary enough on her own, let alone her band with her. Here's a Guardian Serpent. Alright, so this stair just became terrifying too. We're going back up. Fortunately, we didn't get blinked on and constricted. But, oh, what? What is this? Welcome to Snake 4. Please enjoy your stay. What in the world? 4 Guardian Serpents, a Sharpshooter, 3 Nagarajas, and an Anaconda. Okay, so I think our odds of going back upstairs here are almost 0. Because if there are 4 Guardian Serpents, surely one of them is going to blink stuff on us. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 constricting enemies. Surely we get constricted. The only way we don't, I guess, is if the Guardian Serpent surrounds us with other Guardian Serpents. What do we do here? This is nasty. Well, we're in the end vault, I think, is why this is happening. You can see the stone walls behind us. I'm half tempted to see if we can just slouch twice, just to kill all the Guardian Serpents, and then step from time. Yeah, I think we're tanky enough to not say just get one shot by the Nagarajas, so let's give it a go. If this first slouch we lose half our HP, I'll just step from time afterwards. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so we got, yeah, there we go. So we got the Guardian Serpents who, believe it or not, are probably the most dangerous part of this. I mean, 3 Nagarajas and a Sharpshooter is dangerous, but they're much, 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 much more dangerous with multiple Guardian Serpents who can surround us with them. So now we're going to attempt to Stair Dance, which might not work because we can be constricted. Alright, which we were. I am told that the amount of strength you have is the main factor in how successful you are at breaking constriction. So I don't know that I ever believe that, but we have 31 strength, so we should have a good chance of getting up. Alright, we got back up. This Nagaraj doesn't have distortion, so less dangerous. We are constricted again. I think, let's try a blink. We don't really have anywhere good to walk that will get us out of the constriction. So, okay, that worked. And then let's throw javelins. Constricted again. Alright, more javelins. They're all missing. Okay, interesting. Javelins are returning then. Okay, good. Now the question is it suicide to go down the stair? Yes, because another Guardian Serpent has turned up. Alright, so the other one was better, believe it or not. Not Vashnia, that stair we're never going down, but this one. Oh, we did march a javelin. We've only got 4 now. Bummer. Alright, we're constricted. Let's try to get up. We actually did. That's amazing. I was going to say, we could blink here, but there's actually no point. The Guardian Serpent's just going to surround us again. So I'm going to try to kill him first. Alright, and I'm actually just going to walk into the hallway. Okay, that was fine. With the Amulet of the Acrobat, walking into the hallway is actually not a bad play. And I guess we're just going to stare dance all this stuff. Stairs are OP. Change my mind. We can get constricted, but we're pretty tanky. And it seems like we are pretty good at breaking constriction. Let's throw a javelin. Oh, 3 Nagarajas. 4. The hell? Half tempted to just throw wands of clouds everywhere and then just start slouching. Is that worth? No. This is actually crazy though. I think we switch back to this stair at the top. All the Nagarajas are here, so they're probably the ones that were up there. Unless there are 10 Nagarajas walking around. Please no constriction. Good. This guy is owning us. I could bend time him, but I feel confident. Is this the one? Yeah, okay. Still pretty nasty, but that's an upgrade over 4 Nagarajas. Temporal Distortion again to slow them all. And then I want to blink away. Oh, I used okay. I tried to bend time, but I called it Temporal Distortion. And then when I tried to blink, I used Temporal Distortion. So that was a bit of a waste. I want to blink, not temporally distort. And then let's throw javelins. I feel like the Naga Sharpshooter might actually be the more dangerous one. Look how OP this is. How likely javelins of returning are to come back to you depends on your throwing skill. And we've got 16.7, so they're all coming back. Except for one. Yeah, let's take the Guardian Serpent up. I'm gonna yell a bit. If we can get the Nagarajas one at a time, it'll be much safer. Okay, this doesn't work so well. I'm just stepping back when he constricts us, but because he's hasted, he's actually just running us down and constricting us a second time. Guardian Serpents again. This guy just absolutely owned us with that. Alright, let's throw some things. Okay, throwing pretty good skill it turns out. Oh boy. We can still probably get back up. No. Yep. Okay, strong lad. And I've got half a mind. Oh, we got constricted again. Okay, but to walk back to this hallway, I've actually got half a mind now to just go to the hatch up. No, hasted Nagaraj is going to run us down. Let's throw out a Wand of Clouds. I feel like this situation is bad enough, but we got Mephitic Cloud, which actually, believe it or not, is not the worst, because the Salamander, the only one who could be affected by it, is actually in front of everyone. He's confused. So he's going to hold them all up, while I then dash to the stair. Alright, that worked. Let's clear that stuff up first, before we do anything else. Clean up in Snake 3. Just throwing stones at all those things. Use Tomahawks against the Nagaraja. It does the trick. Alright, and what was there? It was still really nasty, right? We've got one more Nagaraja and a Guardian Serpent. Let's see. Okay, just one Nagaraja. I think I'm going to leave this one for now. So if you join me in the next one, we'll continue with this Snake Form Guardian Spirit Nagaraja nonsense and see if we can't get our first rune. Bye.